40-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. On first down, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
He better hope that he's lonesome, because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, Winston. This is Miller, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An ideal beginning of the drive there, as they'll get 20 and a first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Good stuff. Keep going. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Wentz now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. Oh, this is blocked. And the Eagles have got it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it, because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Wentz now on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, empty.
Now Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
81. Check three. Hey, Echo.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston airing this one out for Evans. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. On 1st down, Logan. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Here we go, even. Green, 17.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Working out of the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Even.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Or maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This two shall pass, this two shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw is Wentz. Flush to his right. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now Almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
They run again with Logan. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, and nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan, 95 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Wentz now to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. Wentz, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. One final try now for Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to pocket like rocket fuel.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He don't.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa.
There we go. Here we go. 120. Let's go, D.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running with Howard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it's third down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Go.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
I-7. Blue down. Check 48.
They do go for it. It's Wentz, and he's going to go down again. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready. Blue lady. Get ready. Shit. Green, 57. Let's get the ball. Hey, check Mike 57.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You get tired of seeing me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Gay's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Devin White able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
Mike, 48. Mike, 48. 5-7. Hey, orbit. 48, Mike.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Hey, let's go. 120.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's now third and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Here we go. Ready? You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break.
On third down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defense.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready? Slack, 22. Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. 53.
Now Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. They'll run it with Jones. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
We got this.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now consider the lead. The question is how much is good. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
36, 35 on the 50. Drive on the 50.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Final play of the half here, Winston. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Again, it's Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Eagles take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Throwing on second and long. Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. Fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the crown. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a stop so hot you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crown. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Tampa. And the kickoff sails out of bounds. And that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
Hey, white 25. Even. Right here. Switch. Check the backer. White.
They'll run it with Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
A quick throw out right here. He's got it complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's go, D. 5-0. Let's go.
On third down, Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 55 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Off the play fake, Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Gun. Mike 48. Mike 48. 48. I got you. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, yo.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready. Slack 22. 54. Mike 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check 52. Shit. And even. Shit.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Let's go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings 30-yard line.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings, nothing.
So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, Jones. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
A 43-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there out of Cook. 57 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game, and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 20-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Green, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Bang, 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 bang. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 64.
Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey. 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50. Check your hot read. Easy.
Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Check, wait.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And he's got Miller. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scott Miller, 68 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Cousins from the gun on third. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Cousins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Check 25, check 25. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. Flip it. Kill.
Following the interception, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check 26. Hatch it. Check 99. Check 99. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. Hey, Green, triple T. Let's keep bringing it. 54. Stay in there. 54. Let me go.
Here's Winston. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 5-4. Hey, stop. Let's go. Here we go, even. Let's go.
Here's Winston. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And this will be taken at the 13. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Left, left, left. Watch left, left, left. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They run it again with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. To throw is Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Green, triple team. Mike 40. Watch the slant. Mike's 40.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll roll him out right. This is Johnson. He's got it. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. From the 45 on second down, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Cousins flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Check 3. Flip it. Switch. Flip it.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Even. Slam.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready. Blue ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Wait. Undercrunch. 22, Jets, bomber. 22, Jets, bomber. Wide. Get wide. Wait. Check 3. Check 37. Check 37. Sonic. Double up. Hey, 5-0.
On 3rd down, Winston. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Daniil Hunter with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, even. Switch. Let's go. Let's convert. Easy. Let's go.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. He's got Evans. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the Bucs. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Big edge. Come. Big edge. Come on. Sunday. SOS. Shift. Hey, let's get a conversion. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
To throw is Winston. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 50 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. On first down, it's Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 38, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Yellow. Hey, seam 6.
Cousins on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 51 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Hey, zoom.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. Let him go.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Check nickel. 36.
Hey, stop. Let's go. Easy. Let's go.
Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike, Blue lady. Mike 5-4. You better be afraid of me.
Now Winston. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And all the way down to the 37. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Watch twist. Watch twist. You go tank. You got tank. You got tank. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Even, even. The twist. Easy, easy, easy. Follow, follow, follow.
Winston here to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Check the backer, check the backer. 2.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my